Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Awaken Your Genius by Ozan Varol, a book that offers a compelling and philosophical guide to rediscovering one's authentic genius. Released in 2023, this work introduces readers to a transformative five-step process designed to shed the layers that hinder personal growth, guiding them back to their unique and inherent genius. Ozan Varol, a Turkish-born polymath whose journey spans from astrophysics to the courtroom, brings a rich and varied background to his writing. Having been part of the operations team for the 2003 Mars Exploration Rovers project, and later turning his talents to law, where he became a professor, Varol's diversified experiences provide a unique perspective on unlocking human potential. His previous bestseller, Think Like a Scientist, and his role as a sought-after keynote speaker for leading organizations, including Microsoft, Salesforce, and the U.S. Department of State, underscore his credibility in inspiring change and innovation. Awaken Your Genius is especially poignant for those feeling trapped in the monotony of daily routines, individuals on the cusp of making significant life decisions, and anyone yearning to infuse their existence with creativity. If you're searching for a path back to your authentic self and looking to ignite the genius within, this episode is for you. Join us as we explore Varol's insights and learn how to release what no longer serves us, embarking on a journey toward a more inspired and ingenious life. Awaken your genius, escape conformity, ignite creativity, and become extraordinary. Introduction. Unleash the genius you were born to be. Imagine being in the same conversation as Picasso, Galileo, Beethoven, and Curie. Sounds intimidating, right? Well, the truth might surprise you. The spark of genius lies within us all. Every individual enters this world brimming with unique potential and creativity. However, the rigid frameworks of our daily lives, the endless cycle of school, work, societal expectations, and family obligations often lead us to lose sight of who we truly are and the dreams we once harbored. But here's the good news. It's never too late to rediscover that inner genius. Awaken Your Genius isn't just an invitation. It's a roadmap to shedding the layers of conventional habits that have dimmed your creative spark. This book guides you through the process of letting go of the outdated versions of yourself, the ones that no longer serve your purpose or ignite your passion. Through a journey of self-discovery and reinvention, you are encouraged to shake off the dust from your dreams and dare to rewrite your story. It's about gently dismantling the old constructs and beliefs that have kept you tethered to an unfulfilling path and stepping into a new version of yourself, one that's more in tune with your original, unbounded genius. In essence, Awaken Your Genius offers not just a glimmer of hope, but a practical pathway to recapture the essence of what makes you truly remarkable. So brace yourself to embark on a transformative journey, one that promises to reignite the creative fire within and enable you to live a life aligned with your most authentic, ingenious self. Part 1. Rediscovering the Genius Within, a journey back to your true self. Gordon Mackenzie, an artist with Hallmark cards, once observed a fascinating phenomenon during his visits to schools. He would ask students to identify themselves as artists. In the buzzing classrooms of first graders, almost every hand shot up in enthusiastic affirmation. Yet, as he moved to higher grades, the sea of hands began to ebb. By the time he reached 6th grade, the forest of eager hands had dwindled to a mere handful. So where did all the artists go? This observation underscores a profound truth about human nature. We are all born geniuses, brimming with creativity and uniqueness. Our essence is a one-of-a-kind blend of genetics, experiences, and environmental influences. However, the journey through life, shaped by education, societal expectations, and the influence of peers and family, tends to muffle this innate genius. Instead of celebrating our uniqueness, We often conceal it under layers of conformity. However, all is not lost. The genius within us can be awakened, though it requires embarking on a deeply personal journey. This journey is not just about self-discovery. It's about shedding the accumulated layers that hide our true selves. It's about letting go of the old to make way for the new. This path to awakening your genius involves 5 transformative steps. It begins with the death, a metaphorical shedding of the outdated aspects of your identity that no longer serve you. This process might stir unease, as it involves detaching from long-held beliefs and self-perceptions. Yet, it is a necessary precursor to rebirth. The next phase is the birth, where you embrace the new, rejuvenated version of yourself. This period is marked by rediscovery and the nurturing of your inner creativity. Moving forward, the journey involves reigniting your creative spark and learning how to harmonize your newfound identity with the external world. Ultimately, this leads to the transformation phase, where you emerge fully renewed, ready to live authentically and unleash your genius upon the world. Embarking on this journey might seem daunting, but the rewards are immeasurable. It's about reclaiming your originality and rediscovering the genius that's been within you all along. Part 2. Embracing the death, clearing the path for your inner genius. Gillian Lynn's story is a testament to the transformative power of aligning one's life with their true calling. Famous for choreographing iconic shows like Cats and The Phantom of the Opera, Lynn was once labeled a problem child for her inability to fit into the traditional school mold. It was only after a discerning doctor observed her natural inclination towards movement and dance that her potential was recognized. This pivotal moment led her to a dance class, setting her on the path to becoming a renowned choreographer. Lynn's journey illuminates a critical step in awakening your inner genius, the necessity of offloading what no longer serves you. For many, the education system and conventional work environments promote a one-size-fits-all approach, focusing on rote learning and conformity. This rigid structure stifles creativity and often keeps individuals from discovering and embracing their true selves. Embarking on the path to awaken your genius requires the courage to unlearn, to detach from the aspects of your life that obscure your true potential. This might mean reassessing long-held aspirations, like the journey of someone who spent years preparing for a medical career only to realize their passion lies elsewhere. Letting go of such deeply ingrained identities is daunting, but essential. Remember, you are far more than any single aspect of your identity. Reducing yourself to a label, be it a profession, possession, or any other descriptor, diminishes the depth and richness of your being. Navigating this unlearning process invites you to exist comfortably within uncertainty, to entertain diverse and even contradictory viewpoints, and to step away from the pressure to conform to any one group's ideology. It's about cultivating selective attention, cherishing your focus as your most precious resource, and not squandering it on the relentless demands of digital notifications, the never-ending news cycle, or the allure of social media. By consciously creating space within yourself, through the deliberate act of letting go, you prepare for a rebirth of sorts. This space is where your true genius can begin to stir, awaken, and eventually flourish. So, as you embark on this phase of the death, remind yourself that it's not about loss, but about making room for the extraordinary potential that awaits. Sit in the quiet you've created, and, with patience, watch as your inner genius starts to reveal itself. Part 3. The Rebirth, crafting your unique mosaic of genius. Imagine this. On Valentine's Day of 2005, amidst the countless stories of romance and love, a trio of engineers found themselves weaving the first threads of what would become an internet revolution. Their initial concept, a platform for singles to introduce themselves through video, didn't quite catch on. Yet this initial failure was far from futile. From the ashes of their original idea, YouTube was born, reshaping digital communication across the globe. This story serves as a powerful metaphor for the process of the birth in the journey to awaken your inner genius. Just like the engineers who reassembled their failed project into YouTube, you too have a set of building blocks at your disposal. Skills and talents uniquely yours, waiting to be combined in new, dynamic ways. Identifying these components involves looking beyond conventional metrics of success and validation. It requires a deep, introspective look at what truly energizes you and recognizing the capabilities that you might have dismissed or undervalued. These could be talents you've always seen as mere hobbies or innate abilities that set you apart but made you feel out of place. Remember, diversity in your skills and interests isn't a drawback, it's a treasure trove of potential. Be it an athletic poet, a litigating musician, or a culinary adventurer, the combinations are endless and entirely yours to explore. Embarking on this process also means contemplating deeper questions about your purpose and mission in life. Keeping an energy journal can be a revealing exercise, helping you distinguish between what fills you with vigor and what depletes your spirit. Exploring new avenues, conversing with individuals in fields that intrigue you, and even dabbling in their worlds can illuminate paths you might never have considered otherwise. An essential aspect of this rebirth phase is shedding the need for external validation. The pursuit of approval from others can distort your true desires and undermine your intrinsic motivation. Consider the examples of Jason Alexander and Isaac Asimov, whose significant achievements were not initially recognized by traditional measures of success. Had they allowed the absence of external accolades to define their worth, the world might have been deprived of their immense contributions. Therefore, as you piece together the mosaic of your genius, foster a mindset that values personal fulfillment over societal accolades. Appreciate that some qualities, like creativity, compassion, and beauty, transcend conventional metrics and cannot be wholly captured by awards or recognition. By embracing your unique combination of abilities and forging your path devoid of external validation, you pave the way for a life that's not only unique but authentically yours. Part 4. Embarking on the Creative Quest. Nurturing your inner innovator. In today's hyper-connected world, it's incredibly easy to fall into the trap of overconsumption, constantly filling our minds with the endless stream of others' thoughts, opinions, and ideas. Yet, if we seek to unlock the deep well of creativity within, there's a surprisingly simple strategy. Step away from Google. That's right. Resist the urge to immediately look up everything. Instead, cultivate a sanctuary for your thoughts and ideas. Keep a digital canvas like a Word document at the ready to capture your reflections in their most raw and unadulterated form. When brainstorming, diversify your circle to include thinkers from all walks of life, fostering a rich soil from which groundbreaking ideas can sprout. One often overlooked catalyst for creativity is the simple act of walking. A study conducted at Stanford demonstrated the striking benefit of walking on creativity. Participants who walked on a treadmill before taking a creativity test significantly outperformed those who had remained seated. It seems there's a distinct magic in movement, a freeing of the mind that allows for innovative thoughts to flow. And what about the nagging inner critic that loves to highlight every flaw and irrationality in your budding ideas? It's time to politely show that critic the door. True innovation cares little for reason in its infancy. After all, the most revolutionary ideas often seem unreasonable at their inception, because they have yet to be brought into existence. Play emerges as a surprising yet vital component of creative exploration. From Charles Darwin indulging in geology books for pure enjoyment, to the writers of The Office brainstorming episodes for an entirely different show when stuck, playfulness leads to breakthroughs. It's about following your curiosity, allowing your mind to wander into uncharted territories without the pressure of a specific outcome. This journey of creativity also extends to reimagining where and how you think. Forget the stale image of an office. Envision instead an idea lab or a collaboration cave. Embrace the principle that everyone is an inventor, much like Brasilata, the Brazilian can manufacturer, sees no employees but inventors among its ranks. In navigating the unknown, resist the urge to over-research or over-prepare. The most innovative ideas often come from a place of not knowing, a space where curiosity leads rather than certainty. Remember, the critics who now seem so daunting are descendants of those who dismissed visionaries like Galileo, Stephen King, and Walt Whitman. As Lao Tzu wisely advised, seeking approval makes you a prisoner to others' opinions. Instead, embark on your inner journey with an open heart and mind, inviting the playful, creative, and wise individual within to emerge and flourish. Part 5. Finding your path. Navigating the world with a critical eye and open mind. In our fast-paced, information-saturated era, it's easy to become passive consumers of what's presented to us as truth. We've all heard sayings like, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and accepted them without a second thought. But have you ever stopped to question where these facts come from? Interestingly, this particular adage was popularized by cereal magnate John Harvey Kellogg, a reminder of how even our most basic beliefs can be shaped by commercial interests. Cultivating a healthy dose of skepticism is more crucial than ever. In a world where misinformation can spread as quickly as a mouse click, it's important to develop the habit of questioning the information we encounter. This isn't just about being contrarian for the sake of it, but rather opening ourselves to a broader range of perspectives and ideas, especially when algorithms so often dictate what we see online. When we set out to engage more meaningfully with the world, it's tempting to look for experts and gurus to light the way. However, it's essential to remember that we often only see what these figures choose to reveal. Take Henry David Thoreau, an emblem of self-reliance and simple living, as an example. While many admire his experiment at Walden Pond, few realize that his isolation wasn't as complete as it seems, with his family home nearby and frequent visits from friends like Ralph Waldo Emerson. This isn't to diminish Thoreau's work, but to highlight that the full story is often more complex than the idealized narrative. This principle applies across the board, whether you're following an Instagram influencer, a renowned author, or a groundbreaking scientist. The curated glimpses we get into these individuals' lives don't always reflect the complete picture. Bearing this in mind, it's important to draw inspiration from a variety of sources and critically assess how their advice fits into your unique circumstances. Moreover, when we idolize figures who've achieved great success, like those who've made it big in Silicon Valley after dropping out of college, we're often seeing only the survivors of a highly selective process. It's crucial to recognize that for every Steve Jobs, there are countless others whose paths didn't lead to the same level of success. Jobs' achievements might have come to him whether or not he completed college. We simply can't know. Thus, rather than blindly following in the footsteps of others, no matter how successful they may appear, it's vital to engage with the world through a lens of critical thought and open-mindedness. By questioning commonly accepted truths and recognizing the curated nature of the success stories we admire, we empower ourselves to carve out our own, informed paths through life. Part 6. Embracing change. The key to unlocking your future genius. Will it help? It's a deceptively simple question that cuts to the heart of how we often waste our energy worrying about futures that may never unfold. In the relentless pursuit of information, whether it's about the college your child didn't get into, the statistics of plane crashes, or the latest health scare, we're reminded of a pervasive truth. The so-called experts don't have all the answers. No one possesses the crystal ball that can predict the future with certainty. And yet, we squander precious moments fretting over possibilities that may never manifest. To truly step into the transformation you seek, it's vital to release the rigid expectations you've set for your future. Clinging to specific outcomes can not only disappoint, but also rob you of the joy found in life's unexpected twists and turns. The beauty of existence lies not in meticulously choreographed plans, but in the serendipity and growth that come from navigating its uncertainties. Consider the tale of the peppered moths in Britain, a classic example of adaptation. Before the Industrial Revolution, the majority of these moths sported light coloring, blending seamlessly into their environment. Yet, as factories belched soot into the air, darkening the once light-barked trees, the previously inconspicuous light-colored moths found themselves exposed to predation. In a striking reversal, the once rare dark-colored moths thrived, their camouflage now providing the perfect protection. This dramatic shift was unpredictable, underscoring the principle that adaptability, not adherence to the past, is what ensures survival. Holding too tightly to a fixed version of yourself or your future hinders the emergence of the person you're meant to become. Each version of you must be allowed to dissolve, making way for new iterations filled with untapped potential. This process can be uncomfortable, particularly when your current identity is deeply intertwined with aspects of your life like your profession or personal expectations. Imagine contemplating a significant career change, say transitioning from law to teaching. The existential questions that arise, such as whether leaving the legal profession means losing a part of your identity, can be unsettling. Additionally, the reactions from those around you, who may view your evolution as a mirror to their own stagnation, can compound the challenge. Yet it's important to remember that their discomfort is not yours to carry. The journey of the butterfly provides a poignant metaphor. For the majestic creature to spread its wings, the caterpillar phase must end. In a similar vein, embracing the full spectrum of your genius requires letting go of the outdated versions of yourself. It's about shedding the layers of expectation and predictability to reveal the unique brilliance that is inherently yours. Embrace the unknown with open arms, for it is in this space of uncertainty that true genius flourishes. Final summary. Believe it or not, nestled within you lies a genius, poised and waiting to be acknowledged. The path to recognizing and nurturing this inherent brilliance is not etched in grand achievements or external validations, but in a profound journey of self-exploration and authenticity. It's about peeling back the layers of societal expectations, predefined roles, and self-imposed limitations to uncover the true essence of who you are. This journey demands a courageous examination of your life, the values you hold dear, and the choices that have led you to where you are. It involves tuning out the cacophony of the world's opinions to hear the whispers of your authentic voice. As you embark on this path, you'll find that rebirth is not just a metaphor, but a tangible experience of transformation that allows you to engage with the world in a more meaningful and fulfilling way. By embracing this quest for authenticity, you reject the notion of genius as the exclusive domain of luminaries and intellectuals. Instead, you recognize genius as the unique spark that resides in everyone, a boundless potential for creativity, innovation, and wisdom that is uniquely yours to explore and express. Step forward into this journey with an open heart and mind, and awaken to the extraordinary possibilities that await the true, authentic you. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.